a beautiful thing.
Hey, I'm Dave.
Hey, and I'm Marla. We're still Marla and Dave, and you're still asking us questions, and we're still going to answer. This is our Ask Marla and Dave.
And we're answering questions that you guys post on the MySpace and leave us comments, and we're trying to do it as honestly as possible so that we can help you bring your relationships back to life.
This question is from, this is tricky because this is a MySpace tag, but Sivadavis.
Sivadavis. We don't know how to say your name, buddy.
But you can break it down phonetically if you'd like.
Is it a guy?
It is a man.
How do you know that?
Because, well, we'll talk about that off camera.
Well, since we don't know how to say your name, we hope we don't offend you by just calling you Siva.
Okay, let's answer that. So here's his question. Did we feel like we were ready to get married, or do you think we hopped out there on faith, just took a deep breath and jumped? And then part two would be, people are always saying, you know, you'll know when you're ready. Is that true?
I don't think mine was a real leap of faith, which seems to imply, you know, you're not quite sure, but you're just gonna do it anyway. It's not, you're just so impulsive to jump out there. No, I don't feel like I acted impulsively.
But then were you ready?
And I'm getting to that. Thank you, Miss
Interviewer. Were you ready?
Miss can't have any patience.
I wasn't ready.
Miss Impatient. Anyway, I felt that I was ready. And I felt that I knew that I was marrying the right person. So,
right.
There you have it.
And I will admit, Dave's patience and maturity, his calm, is way different and always has been than mine. I would say that I was not ready for the institution of marriage, but I was very confident in the person that I was marrying, and it never felt like a leap, because it was like getting with my best friend for life. Really, it just felt, it was seamless. As a matter of fact, they had just done a session with Stevie Wonder, Take 6 had, and Dave said, Stevie, man, I gotta get out of here early, I'm running late, I'm trying to get married. And we went to the courthouse in LA. We did not have wedding rings. We are the basic story of
all our behavior seemed extremely impulsive.
I had on the
and we did that as a favor for my mother. And honey, I would say that that's very admirable of you to even be willing to do that. We were going to get married the next week in Alabama.
Have a wedding.
And we were out here in Los Angeles, and my mom was like, ooh, child, yahoo, ha. You know how moms do.
Now, David?
She didn't want us traveling back and forth, spending time in the hotel.
God forbid we have sex
unmarried
after we'd almost been living together. But anyway, that's another story. But I can just, there's just one little ceremony and I'm re-virginized.
Right,
so
okay. It happens. It happens. Don't ask us.
I do it after childbirth all the time.
So were we married? Yeah.
It was the who.
Were we ready to get married? I was ready. Marla said she wasn't.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for the institution of marriage, but I was definitely comfortable in the person that I was marrying, which is where we left off.
So it wasn't really a question of when, a timing issue. It was a matter of we were very comfortable in our decision. With the who.
And the timing of that, we would contend on any day you'd ask us that it would change. Maybe we'd wait for different reasons.
And for me,
but we
the reason why I never I don't really question the timing that much is because when you mess with the timeline from a scientific perspective, anything can change, and so I wouldn't change what we have now for the world.
And if you want to know, Siva. I forgot what you told me to call him.
Siva.
If you want to know Siva, if you'll know when you're ready, yes, if you take the time to get to know first yourself, and yes, if you take the time to truly be honest about the person that you're interested in marrying.
Here's a common mistake that we see that Marla always brings up is that, you know what, this is the right person for me, and just because he or she does this little thing that I don't like, we'll learn to get over that, deal with that first.
No, that's what we call a marriage stress fracture, and there
and
is always
stress tester
to break that mug.
And anything that's a problem
will be a
compound will
fracture.
Make it a billion times worse. So
you will know the
deal
who,
with those things.
And you know the win will be up to the two of you.
And great relationships out there. Marla and Dave, love at you later.
A beautiful thing.